लोग यहाँ पर हरदीप ग्रेवाल के ऑफिस कैंपेन पर आए हुए हैं। बहुत सारे हर एक यहाँ पर जमा है, लोग आए हुए हैं, मुबारकबाद दे रहे हैं। इस वक्त मेरे साथ हरदीप ग्रेवाल की मदर माँ मौजूद हैं और उनसे पूछते हैं कि वो कैसा फील कर रही हैं कि हरदीप जो है वो खड़ा हो रहा है इस इलेक्शन कैंपेन में। तो उनसे पूछते हैं, जी कैसी हैं आप, ठीक है?
अब शुरू हो गई कि वैसे प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं?
शुरू हो गई है। आपको कैसा फील हो रहा है? हरदीप की आप मदर हैं, तो हम वही देख रहे थे कि एक माँ की ये ट्रेनिंग होती है कि माँ किस तरह अपने बच्चे को परवरिश करती है, पालती है, और आज आप जिस मुकाम पर बीइंग अ मदर खड़ी हैं, आपको कैसा महसूस हो रहा है?
आई एम रियली फील प्राउड ऑफ ਹਰਦੀਪ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹਰਦੀਪ ਆਲਵੇਸ ਆਪਦੇ ਡੈਡ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਪਰਵਰਿਸ਼ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਟਲੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਛੋਟੇ ਤੋਂ ਇੰਡੀਪੈਂਡੈਂਟਲੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਸੰਭਾਲਿਆ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ। ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਉਹ ਖੇਡਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ, ਸਾਰਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਲਈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਵਾਰੀ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਮੈਂ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ, ਕਿ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਸੀਗਾ, ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈਂਡਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀ ਕੰਮ। ਡੈਡ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਛੇਤੀ ਹੈਂਡਲ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਪਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ,
ਤੇ ਇਹ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਛੇਤੀ ਫੜ ਲਿੱਤੀ।
ਬਹੁਤ ਛੇਤੀ, ਹਾਂਜੀ। ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਕੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਐ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ। ਛੋਟੀ ਏਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਕੌਨਫੀਡੈਂਟ ਸੀਗਾ।
चलो,
हाँ जी।
तो हम उसके लिए विश करते हैं वाकई कि वो आगे बहुत बड़े आगे जाए, और हम सब सपोर्ट करने के लिए उसके लिए आए हैं। और कुछ कहेंगी हरदीप के लिए, कोई मैसेज यानी पैगाम फॉर हिम?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਹਰਦੀਪ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਪ੍ਰੇਅਰ ਹੀ ਗੋਡ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ। ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਿਰੇ ਚੜ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਉਹ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ। ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਕੁ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਜੋ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ, ਆਪ ਨੇ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਸਹੀ ਰਸਤਾ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਆ। ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੇਅਰ ਹੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਪਾਥ ਦਿਖਾ ਰਹੀ ਆ, ਸਿੱਧੀ ਪਾਸੇ ਲਿਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਆ।
ये आपकी ट्रेनिंग है जो उसको यहाँ पर लाई है।
हाँ जी, वो गॉड की जो बख्शिश है, गॉड की जो कृपा है, उसी से हो रहा है। हाँ जी, हाँ, थैंक यू जी।
चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच जी, वी विश हिम ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू।
Brampton East, thank you for showing up today. Yeah, let's give it up. ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਇਸ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਇੱਥੇ। ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਦੇ ਦਿਨ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਵੀਰ ਹਰਦੀਪ ਗਰੇਵਾਲ ਦੀ ਕੈਂਪੇਨ ਲਾਂਚ ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਏ, ਇੰਨੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਲੜਨੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਨੀ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਨਾਲ ਪਰ ਜਿੱਤ ਸੈਲੀਬ੍ਰੇਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜੂਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। So before we start, thank you everybody for coming here today on this beautiful day to kick off our little brother Hardeep Garewal's campaign launch. Thank you for spending time with us on Saturday, and as much enthusiasm and happiness I see here today, that's how much enthusiasm and happiness we're going to fight this campaign with, and that's how much happiness we're going to celebrate this victory in June for Hardeep. I'll ask Hardeep shortly to come on and to pass him the mic to say a few words, but before I do that, he did want to extend thanks to certain people who have, dignitaries who have showed up today. So special thank you to Honorable Bal Gosal, Naval Bajaj, Ripur Dillon, Avtar Minhas, Arpan Khanna, Gurjan Paura, Jas Joel, Iftakhar Chaudhry, and sitting MPPs and candidates, Graham McGregor, Natalia Kusindova, Amarjot Sandhu, Charmaine Williams, Prabmeet Sakaria, and of course, Premier Doug Ford. Thank you for being here today. So I'd like to welcome Hardeep to say a few words to everyone.
Thank you so much for the amazing words, Pradeep. And ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਲੇਟ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਬਟ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੈਂਪੇਨ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਹੋ It really shows your commitment to the campaign and I'd like to thank everybody for that. Just like Pradeep said, I wanted to thank all of the candidates of records and all the people here today. So once again, thank you. So thank you for coming today. I greatly appreciate it. I'm humbled to see so many people here today to support me and the progressive conservative movement here in Brampton East. I'd like to welcome our distinguished guests, community leaders, and our families and volunteers that are here with us today. Especially Prabmeet Sarkaria, Amarjot Sandhu, Graham McGregor, our candidate in Brampton North, and of course our Premier of Ontario, Premier Doug Ford. Can I get a round of applause for the Premier, please? Most importantly, I'd like to thank our hardworking volunteers. Over the last couple of months, we've worked hard. We've knocked doors in Brampton East. We've been able to meet with you and the residents of Brampton. So for the guys and girls that have been door knocking with us, that have been volunteering with us, that have been working hard, tirelessly over the last couple of months, I truly appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope that we can keep this momentum going together. Today marks the official opening of our campaign office for the upcoming provincial election, but it also marks a new beginning for Brampton East. Together, we're going to make history and we're going to turn Brampton East blue. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, MPP Sarkaria, and MPP Sandhu, over the last 4 years, Brampton has no longer been left behind, and it's finally getting its fair share. We've announced a second hospital for Brampton. Peel Memorial will be transferred to a 24/7 facility hospital with urgent care center and the addition of 250 new beds. The Ontario PC Party has made a commitment to end hallway healthcare, build a better connected healthcare system, and we're doing just that. A new medical university for Brampton. We're building a brand new school of medicine right here in Brampton, creating family doctors and specialists that'll be here to serve us in the years to come. We're investing more in Brampton. New long-term care home beds for our seniors, providing 352 new beds and care focused for our South Asian community so we can have more services available in their own native languages. We're building Highway 413. We're committed to reducing travel time, easing congestion for Bramptonians, and making time for us to spend more time with our families and less time on the roads. These are all record investments that we've never seen before, and Brampton's voice is now being heard. Together with your support, we have the opportunity of strengthening our voice further and continuing to deliver for Brampton, in more specifically, Brampton East. Friends, the next 4 weeks are very critical for the future of Brampton East and for the future of Ontario. The Liberals and NDP have said no to Highway 413. They would rather you spend more time stuck in gridlock and on the roads than with your family and loved ones at home. While the Liberals and NDP continue to say no, we're the party that says yes. We're ready. We're saying yes to rebuilding Ontario's economy, yes to working for workers, yes to building highways and more much needed infrastructure, keeping costs down. We're saying yes to keeping our Ontario open, keeping Ontario businesses open, putting your money back into your pockets and keeping taxes low. We're the party for the people, and we're here to work for you. On June 2nd, let's say yes to the Progressive Conservative Party of Ontario, let's say yes to Premier Ford, and let's say yes to another 4 more years. Let us continue to deliver for you. My name is Hardeep Grewal, and with your help, I look forward to working hard with you and being your representative in Queen's Park and being your strong voice downtown and to represent our great riding of Brampton East. And once again, I thank everybody for coming out and taking the time out to be here with us today. It really means a lot to me, the love, encouragement, and support that I get from all of you, not only today, but over the last I would say 10 years, from my beginning in politics, from when I was 18 until now. All of you has always been giving me a pat on the back, pushing me forward to succeed, whether my friends, my family, uncles, aunties, everybody. I'm so thankful to have all of you as my backbone and as my support. And once again, thank you. And with your help and with this amazing energy and momentum that you've created, we'll finally turn Brampton East blue. And with that being said, I would like to hand the mic over to Honorable Prabmeet Sarkaria.
Well, thank you very much, Hardeep, for that incredible speech, and I can't wait. Everybody give Hardeep a big round of applause. He's going to be the next MPP for Brampton East. I'm going to make it very quick. You know, you look past the last 15 years before our government was elected, you know, take it back another 20, 30 years. There has been no government, there has been no premier like Premier Ford who has delivered for the people of Brampton. For so long, you know, the previous Liberal government shut down our second hospital. They closed it. They refused to build Highway 413, even though we're one of the fastest growing areas in all of the province. They refused to build long-term care homes in our city. They refused to put the investments that were needed to keep up with the pace of growth. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, in 4 years, we have delivered more than what the previous Liberal government delivered in a total of 15 years. And with that, we need to continue to have strong advocates under the leadership of Premier Ford at Queen's Park, and I think each and every one of you are going to be a big part of that. Hardeep, whether it be through lawn signs, donations, volunteers, we need each and every single one of you out every single day campaigning, knocking doors, so he's the next MPP on June 2nd, and we look forward to celebrating a clean blue sweep in Brampton. Thank you very much, everyone. Amarjot Sandhu.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sat Shri Akal, Namaskar Adab. I'm so excited to be here today to support my good friend, my brother Hardeep Grewal, to be next MPP for Brampton East. Please give him a big round of applause to Hardeep. I cannot think of a better candidate than Hardeep for Brampton East. Hardeep is very close to making a history so that he can make a remarkable difference in the lives of so many young people in Brampton East. And that's precisely the reason why we are here today. We are here for our youth because they're counting on the progressive conservatives to give them every opportunity to succeed. Dear friends, as you all know that Brampton was neglected for far too long under the previous governments. We haven't seen any investment in the last 15 years in Brampton. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, Brampton has always remained a center of attention for the Premier. And that is why we have seen so much investment in Brampton, whether it's a second hospital, a new medical school, Highway 413, LRT, two-way all-day go, a police station, and most importantly, we have a lot of seniors here today. We got the long-term care home on the name of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The community was demanding since 1990. And who delivered that? Premier Duckford delivered that. So without wasting much of your time, once again, thank you so much. Let's get Hardeep elected. Let's get it done. Thank you.
I would just like my friend Graham McGregor from Brampton North to say a few words, and then
Awesome. Thanks, Hardeep. Round of applause, please, for all the hardworking volunteers for the Hardeep Grewal campaign. My name's Graham McGregor. I'm the Ontario PC candidate for Brampton North. Main tawat Brampton North to PC party to Umidvar Graham McGregor. ठीक है मैं पंजाबी ठीक है बढ़िया 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 बच्चे ठीक है परिवार ठीक है well, listen, they said it best. I mean, no party is going to get it done like Doug Ford's Ontario PC party. For 15 years, we saw our city neglected. In 4 short years, 3 new long-term care homes, a medical school, a new cancer care ward at Brampton Civic, a new hospital at Peel Memorial, and of course, big round of applause for the government that has the guts to build the Highway 413 for commuters. Now, we're going to be facing in this campaign people saying that we shouldn't get it done. We shouldn't build the highway. We shouldn't invest in the hospitals. I would say, you know, to them, there are 2 parties, the NDP and the Liberal Party, that we know won't get it done. Now, if you want to form a committee, if you want to study a problem, if you want to find innovative solutions, if you want to form a committee to study a problem, to find innovative solutions, elect one of the other parties. If you want to get things done, if you want to get Brampton built, say yes to the Ontario PC party. And I guess, do I get to introduce the Premier? Oh, well, let me pass it back to my friend Hardeep Grewal. Thank you for supporting my big brother, and I'll talk to you guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Graham, so much. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce our Premier of Ontario, the Honourable Premier, Doug Ford.
Well, Hardeep, first of all, thank you, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out. You know, without each and every one of you, I wouldn't even be standing here. Neither would our whole team. Amarjot, you're doing an incredible job. And Prab, you know what I love about Prab? I love about Prab, he's the guy that controls all the money in the province. And I love guys that control the money in the province. He's doing a great job down at the Treasury. Graham, you can tell he's an all-star and a real hard worker. And again, Hardeep, you're amazing. Your family is. I've known your family for years, and we're very grateful for all the support. But folks, they nailed it. Each one of them said it exactly the way it is. You know, and Hardeep, you just finished saying, you know, if you want studies after study, committee after committee, and meeting after meeting, that's the other guys. They never got anything done for the people of Brampton. We get it done. We're making sure that hospital's getting built, the cancer center's getting built. And wouldn't it be great, a young person right there in front of me that goes and lives in Brampton and then gets educated at the medical center and then working at the hospital. That's about what we need to do right across the province. We're putting $40 billion into healthcare and hospitals because they were ignored for years. We're building one of the largest transit projects in North America, over $30 billion, getting people from point A to point B. And of course, one of my favorite is the 413, making sure we get people home and get goods into market a lot faster than being in gridlock traffic. You know, we travel around this area and it's bumper to bumper. So we're going to continue building the 413, the Bradford bypass. One of my favorites, and I learned this off my brother Rob, which loved this community, I know you loved him as well, was when he first took office, they had this thing called the sticker registration tax on the back of the vehicles. It was just another tax the city of Toronto was trying to gouge people. Folks, the same thing happened at the province. We're a government that's going to put money back into your pockets instead of the government's. How many people got a rebate for their license? You got the rebate check? You know, I heard amazing stories, and I'm going to just tell you one quick story. I get a message, and I'm not too sure who it was from. I give my number out to everyone, and he texted me, and he said, you know, I ran over a pothole, I blew my tire out. And he goes, I couldn't afford to put a brand new tire on. People are having a tough time right now. So he said, I just received my check, I got a new tire, and at the end, this is where I knew he was so sincere, he goes, honest to God's truth, thank you. That's what we need to do, put money back in your pocket. We're getting rid of the tolls on the 412 and 418. We're lowering the gas prices by 5.7 cents. Now we got to get our friends in the federal government to start lowering the carbon tax by another 11 cents. Again, folks, we are creating better jobs and bigger paychecks right across this province. Under the Liberals, when we took office, there was 300,000 jobs lost. There was 300,000 people couldn't pay the rent, pay the mortgage, put food on the table. As we stand here today, there's 500,000 more people working today than when we took office, and there's 338,000 more jobs available right across Ontario because we've created the environment for companies to come back into Ontario. We made sure we cut the electricity rates upwards to 17%. We cut WSIB premiums by $2.4 billion. And do you know what that does? It attracts companies. And stay tuned for a great announcement on Monday about the great Stellantis/Chrysler plant. We're keeping them here. We're building another huge addition when it comes to automotive sector on the batteries. We're going to be down in Windsor with Stellantis/Chrysler. We're going to make sure they have jobs down there. The critical minerals up in the north, and they're going to be fed down to the southwestern part of Ontario to build electric cars. When we took office, Ford was leaving out in Oakville. We had Oshawa closing down with General Motors and Ingersoll. And we had Windsor closing down. Move forward 4 years, We have Brampton securing that location for years to come. We have Windsor booming, Oshawa's back, and of course we have Honda and we have Toyota. We are moving this province in the right direction. I want to thank you. God bless each and every one of you. Please come out whenever you have time to put up signs and door knock, because the number one job is to make sure Graham McGregor and Hardeep, Grewal, and again, Amerjot and Prab are down there so we can paint Brampton blue. And Charmaine Williams. Charmaine's out knocking on doors. We have the blue team in Brampton. Thank you. God bless.
Just before we end Premier, we're going to take one picture with us. We're going to cut the ribbon to officially open the campaign. And after that, whoever would like to join us for pictures can make a line with the red ribbon right over here, and we can take some group pictures together as well. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Sat Shri Akal, Namaste, Adab. To all the viewers watching E-Avaz TV, my name is Hardeep Grewal. I'm your Ontario PC candidate here in the great riding of Brampton East. Today we're at our campaign kickoff, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who came out today for encouragement, for your support. Just many thanks. I'm very humbled by the support that we're receiving today, and I just want to say the Ontario PC Party is the party that's building the economy, that the party that's building infrastructure, the party that's building hospitals. We're the party that's saying yes, and we're the party that's getting it done. And I hope you'll support us in the coming election. We're also building Highway 413. The other two parties have said no to Highway 413, but Brampton desperately needs new infrastructure. Brampton desperately needs these highways just ease congestion on the roads and make travel time quicker. So once again, thank you so much, and everybody watching, thank you.